Welcome to PHT in the Morning with your host, Pastor David Miller from the Pentecostal Holiness Tabernacle in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of PHT in the Morning with Pastor David Miller. And I'm Pastor Miller, so we are coming to you today on this podcast site. And we're just thrilled to be with you here. It's been a few weeks since we've been able to be on here because of conflict of scheduling and so on my part. And so we just wanted to come back on here. And I'm so thrilled today. I've got a very special guest with us here this morning. And we have Brother Nathanael Bellows. And Brother Bellows is not only one of the preachers in our church, but he is also our producer for this particular podcast that you're listening to right now. And Brother Bellows does an absolutely great job as far as producing this podcast. And I want to say to you, Brother Nathanael, I appreciate you and all the hard work that you and your team does. And also, of course, we go through Cantor Media, and that's Brother Corey Cantor. So Brother Corey Cantor and Brother Nathanael Bellows are the two main ones that does this. They also work on, I'll let him tell you about the CDs and distribution of CDs that they do. And Brother Corey's been really instrumental, and Brother Nathanael in my work as far as our music and our podcast. I've been singing since, well over 50 years. I'm going to give my age away here, Nathanael. But anyway, I recorded my first album in 1973, and the title was I Have a Father Who Can. And then in 1975, I recorded my second album, and that was entitled Here They Come. And then I worked on different projects through the years, and I sang with some other groups and sang on their projects that they recorded. I sang on my daughter's and son-in-law's CD that they're recording, and also with other groups. I've sang with them and done guest spots and backup vocals and so on. And then I've the two newest CDs that I have put out. One is entitled I've Come a Long Way. And then my newest one, was that one is entitled I Went Down. And that CD is a song that I wrote with the help of Rachel McCutcheon. And she is a tremendous songwriter, writes a lot of songs for a lot of big groups and major groups. I don't know if it would be wise to mention who they are on here because of copyrights and so on, but thank you to Rachel for helping us. And that song that sparked the title for that newest CD of ours was entitled I Went Down, is talking about many years ago when I left my pew and walked down or went down the aisle to the altar and knelt down and repented and gave my heart to the Lord. And that's been many years ago, and He's kept His hand on us. So, and the distribution of those CDs was from Cantor Media, and the one that handled that was, once again, was Brother Nathanael Bellows. So, Brother Bellows has done a great work, not just for me, but also when they first started their business, they done it primarily to help me being their pastor. But then, they had a desire. So if we can help other groups or just individual singers, that are of the gospel variety, they're not going to produce anything like I don't know what would you call it, Brother Nathaniel? They're not going to produce pop or country or rock, but gospel music. And they have produced and if they've not produced, they've at least distributed a lot of groups that many of you that listens to me every time we put a podcast out, and they have been the one that have distributed them out to places like Spotify and like Apple Music and Pandora or iHeart or name some of the other ones.
There's over 700 or 650. So
over 650.
The main ones are definitely Apple, Amazon, and Spotify. But you also have Pandora and several others.
Yeah, and they're just a lot. And so, they distribute them for these groups, and then they of course, can people can go online and they get to enjoy their music, on their phone or their computer or over their car or whatever. So Brother Nathaniel, I feel like, has really done a great work as far as his ministry, not just in preaching in the pulpit, but his ministry in this work. So I want to turn our podcast over to him for a few minutes and let him tell you a little bit about what Cantor Media can offer to any gospel singers or gospel groups out there, what they can offer to you and how they can be a blessing to you. And then I'll come back, and me and Brother Nathaniel wants to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving as well. Go ahead, brother.
Well, my love for music, I've always loved just listening to music. Never was the greatest at playing instruments, but this side of music really got into my heart when I was at Bible school. I went to Free Gospel Bible Institute, and they had a class there called Gospel Broadcasting, and really got into sound engineering as far as running sound for churches and stuff like that. So I ran sound at the Bible school for the years I was there. But we also did recording. We had a small recording studio set up there, and I put way too many hours in the studio there recording CDs for the Bible school, for recording songs individually as part of class assignments and such. And so that's kind of, my dream was always to own a recording studio and offer it at a rate that was achievable by most holiness people, as it's generally really expensive. And then when I moved here to Cincinnati, would have been a couple years after we moved here, Brother Miller released his first CD, and started having a lot of trouble with the distributor that he had used. And Brother Corey was the one who started Cantor Media, and he decided that he figured he could do it more reliably and cheaper than what was out there. And so shortly after him thinking of the idea, he asked me, and we came together and got together what we were going to do and how we were going to do it. And I believe now we're 12 artists that we've released and close to 20 CDs. So we don't really have contracts like a traditional recording studio or like a label, but what we'll do is we'll help you get your music out. We have some studios that we can get you in with if you're looking to record and you just don't know where to start. We have a couple different distributors that we like to use as far as for making your CDs, the physical CDs. We don't directly handle that, but we can get you in touch, or we can even do the ordering for you. So best thing to do is just get in touch with us. Cantor Media, we're on Facebook. There will be all kinds of different contact information on there, emails and stuff. But what we will do is we'll help you, like I said, if you need recording, we'll help you get in touch with the people to record. Once they record, then we get a hold of the masters and we go to put them online. Like I said, I know it's over 650. I want to say they increased the number now. I believe we're over 700 different individual sites, and I think it's over 140 different countries across the world. So it'll really get your music away from the traditional just handing out CDs where you go. It'll start getting it worldwide. And that's our big thing, is we're just here to help you get the message of the gospel to as many people as possible. We do it at a rate that's significantly lower than a traditional distribution artist.
Yes,
and part of the reason is just because we're in this for a ministry as well. So the amount of money that we put into each project is significantly less than what they would. And so we kind of take that savings and transfer that to you as well. So we also help, like I said, get you physical CDs. We can help design the covers. We've done social media ads. We manage most of Brother Miller's social media as well. So if you have something that you need that is related to music or media, usually we can do pretty much everything. If we can't, we have a group of people that we've dealt with over the years that we can get you in touch with, and they can help you get things done that we can't get done. But so like I said, if you need any help, just give us send us a message, an email, or a call. Usually the phone number that appears on any of our stuff is either my personal cell phone or Brother Corey's direct cell phone. So you're going to get with one of us, and that's the only people you're really going to talk to.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to also get you licensing for your music as well if you need it. We work with a group, and that's all they wanted. They just needed help getting licensing. They didn't want any of that responsibility, and so they just asked us if we could help them get the songs licensed. And so we got the songs licensed, so we can do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and actually, I mean, it's really just, they're so easy to work with, and they're trustworthy and reliable. And I tell everyone that I talk to that these are the people to go through, and they don't make hardly anything off of you. I know, because I know who I was with before, and as far as the royalties I received, I got far less royalties that I received, and I paid a bigger price for their service. And so, and also, if it's okay, Brother Corey, if they can't get in touch with you by any chance, I'm on Facebook and under David and Diane Miller, and also I'm on Instagram, and I think that's under, is it under Miller Pastor David, I think?
It's one of those, or it might be under David Miller Music.
Could be under that one, yes. So you could also message me, and I will get you in touch with them if you can't reach Brother Corey or Brother Nathanael. So what would it be wisdom to just tell them some of these groups, because they've heard probably most of these?
Our technical first CD we released was for the Millikins. Actually, we released all three of their main CDs before we actually really even started taking care of Brother Miller's.
That was the Milliken family.
Yep, we took care of all three of theirs. We started dealing with your stuff first, but the Millikins were the first CDs that we actually released.
Yeah.
From there, we've released people like Sister Leslie Isaacs, Vansburg Choir. We helped them with theirs. Zach and Kelly. We did both of their CDs. We've done Tim Hignight's. We did Caleb Howard's. We helped the Meadows with their first CD. We helped Sister Allison. It's Gross now. No, not Gross.
No, Allison Guthrie
is who it was on the CDs. It's Lowry now.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I think it's still under Allison
all
Guthrie.
of her CDs are under Guthrie. Yes, you're correct. So we did that. We did the Millikins. We've done the Brocks.
Yeah, the Brock family music.
Yep.
What, do we
we're
do the
around
Lloyds?
12.
Did we do the
We
Lloyds?
did the Lloyds as
The
well.
Lloyd
Yep.
family music?
The Lloyd family's new CD, we did that as well. So we currently just helped the Savannah Choir with their licensing. That's who we helped them with. So.
Yeah, Savannah. Yeah.
Georgia. Yep, we did all of theirs. So we've helped out quite a few people, and those are just the CDs that we've released. We've also talked with several others as far as helping them and guiding them on what to do, steps to take. So
these are all great, outstanding, talented people that I know personally. They're all great people, and so if we just want to make this available, this is no sales pitch, not at all. They're busy. They don't need a sales pitch. I just felt like it would be good if we got this out to our listening audience and the Holiness folks, that they would have Holiness people to work with. So I wanted to have Brother Nathanael to come on and let us know about that. Now, before we go off, we do want to say that we know Thanksgiving's coming up in just a few days, just a couple days from when you will be hearing this podcast. And I just pray that truly on this season, that more than thinking about our family and friends that comes over, or the good food that we'll have, we need to first of all be thankful for being the opportunity to live in a great country, an opportunity to be a born again child of God, and of course for our families, our churches, and so on. So whatever you do this Thanksgiving, remember to be truly thankful to the Lord and bless His name. So for me, and
from all of us here at Cantor Media, we wish you guys a very happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Just kick off the holiday season. I guess Christmas right after.
Yeah.
Right after that, New Year's, and then we'll be in the New Year. So.
Amen.
Looking forward to all the projects we have coming forward. So, again, even if you don't need something done, follow our Facebook page. We usually have notices on who's getting ready to come out.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know about that as well.
And just look up Cantor Media, and you will be able to follow a lot of good things. So God bless you to every one of you, and we hope you have a great rest of your day, a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you, or be talking to you rather, on the next podcast. God bless.